Hey guys, my name is Miska and welcome to Overwatch Central. Today we are taking a look at some changes that hit the PTR last night actually. Jeff Kaplan actually made a post about this on the Battle.net forum, so let's have a look at that first. It's titled PTR Testing Movement Changes. Now in this post he outlines that this was originally made to fix some bugs and some issues around hero movement. He also says that movement on the ground is much more consistent now overall. Going up and down inclines will no longer affect the hero's speed. Previously, inclines could either make you move slightly faster or slightly slower, depending on the circumstances. Inclines will also no longer cause a small amount of strafing movement when moving diagonally on them. And this is when Jeff goes on to what we will be trying out in this video, and it is a side effect of these changes is characters will now have slightly better aerial control. For example, Winston was previously not able to easily make small adjustments to his flight path during his jump pack leap, but now he should be able to do that. I wanted to test this, and based on some couple other posts I saw a bit here and there on Reddit, on Twitter and so on, I wanted to do some testing myself, but just so I could visualize it a bit better and a bit clearer, as there were a couple attempts at visualizing stuff here and there, but I wanted to make something custom for this video. So I ran around with Winston to begin with in the practice range, tried out some different stuff, sitting in certain spots, looking at certain targets and leaping and holding down either D or A to move left or right, and I got some interesting results actually. So here you can see what the Winston leap is like on the live service in this spot. Looking at a certain thing, pressing leap and then immediately holding down D, but also just holding down W and D to move forward and sort of around that corner. And you can see what the curves are like. You don't really move a lot. What you would have to do as Winston to move around a corner, at least on the live service and currently, is sort of look where you want to go and hold down W and sort of mix that in with other movement input. At least that's how I did it, but at least looking where you were going would kind of help. However, this has changed a lot on the PTR. So I did the same thing on the PTR, the same testing, and the results were pretty different as you can see here. So you can get around corners in kind of a faster way, or at least you're able to do it if you're just holding down the right movement input for it. So in this case I'm jumping and then holding down D, and as you can see the curve is pretty sharp just around that corner. And the difference between that and holding down W and D on the previous live server patch is pretty massive actually. Now this is not a huge buff to Winston in any way, but it definitely does help him with aerial control, and it can definitely help him to get up on those ledges that you may have had troubles getting into before. Let's say there's just a small gap between roof and ceiling of something you need to jump up to. If you would hit the wall at all on the live service, it would be very hard to sort of get into there, but it's a bit easier on the PTR. It just gives you a bit more control basically. It's not very complicated. I also just wanted to add as a disclaimer that in the testing I didn't actually move the camera at all. The old way of sort of looking around and using the camera and the W key to control your movement in the air definitely does still work, but it just feels like the actual movement keys has more of an effect overall on your aerial control. Anyway, I also wanted to go over Lucio, since some people had said that it kind of felt a little bit different to play Lucio on the PTR, and indeed it does, but in a good way I'd say. Most of the time I feel like it's just made easier to go around corners with Lucio as well. I feel like the whole wall riding around corners and using that to get up high is a lot easier on the PTR. It just feels like you have a lot more control and just a bit more grip because of it almost. But yeah, it's a positive change in my eyes at least. I think Lucio and Winston players should like it. It's not a massive change, but you can definitely feel it. And it's the sort of change that you kind of need to play the game a little bit in quick play or just try it out, and that's when you can really get a feel for it. Anyway, Blizzard are encouraging people to go on the PTR and test this out with everyone. So far there's been one bug that I've seen reported quite a lot, which is the spawn doors on King of the Hill maps. If you stand on them, your inputs are reversed and very slow. So if you stand on them and you want to walk out and you hold down W, you will actually slowly slide backwards. But other than that, it seems kind of fine at least. This has all changed some other minor things about going up and down ramps and inclines and declines basically. It's all very minor stuff, but it will definitely affect the game in some way, so I suggest to just go and play the PTR honestly. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and definitely do go and try this out on the PTR. Thank you guys very much for watching this video though. Leave a like if you enjoyed it of course. Subscribe for more Overwatch content as per usual, and until next time, take care and we'll see you then.